My name is Matthew Leon Terry. I'm 17 years old and I'm a senior at Northwood High School. Go Falcons! I have a mother who is a registered nurse at Oshner's Hospital, or whatever it's called at the time you see this. They like to change it up a lot. I also have a little brother, Joshua, who is about 2.5 years younger than I am. I had a father until October 22nd, 2005. He was in a car wreck and his life was over. It was so sudden, and these days I don't remember much about that day. I never really asked my mama neither. I like to think he was picking up a gift because it was 2 days before his and my mama's anniversary. I struggled a lot without him. After all, I was a grown boy surrounded by my female relatives, literally. My mother tried her best to play both roles, putting me in various different activities and sports like swimming, martial arts, basketball, etc. She showed me how to iron, how I should act around others, and since I'm black, all the responsibilities and burdens that came with that. But overall, it just wasn't a fair substitute for what I was missing. I'd say the closest thing I had to a male influence was my pastor, Jack Lewis. He'd take me out with him to do errands, take me fishing, and occasionally toss the football around to me, my little brother, and his nephew Kobe. I have an uncle, but he's a ways away, and was getting everything together with himself during most of my early childhood. You'd assume he'd be the closest thing that I had to a male influence, but nah. Yeah, I can say he helped in my development, but he just wasn't around enough to make that much of an impact. As a little kid, some of the things he said to me I took the wrong way, or I wasn't ready to hear it. Like I remember his comments about how skinny I was, and I asked too many questions, and I took that as I look weird and I'm too weak. That mindset stuck with me for so long, too long. I remember kids used to be freaked out because you could see my collarbone and a good bit of my ribs. I also remember a lot of the bigger kids used to try to wrap their fingers around my neck to see if they could touch their index to their thumb. Most could. None of these issues affected me as much as something most of my family members said to me after my father passed. You gotta be the man of the house. I hated hearing that so much. Like I can't be the man of the house when I don't even know how to be a man yet. No one taught me how to shave, how to use basic tools, how to YouTube everything, how to be a gentleman from a man's perspective, or how to dress well. I had to learn to become unselfish. I had to develop some sort of my own morals. I'd say most of my morals came from my granny and my uncle, to not only strive to be a man of success, but also a man of value. Strength was a little harder. I eventually gained some sort of strength physically, but mentally, I was weak. To be honest, I'm not sure what happened. I know I had bad anxiety throughout middle school and some of high school. I was prescribed medicine for my anxiety. I used to check out all the time, like twice a week, faking stomach aches just to leave. I just didn't want to be there. We tried therapy, but that stopped quick, and I started taking pills, but one day, I just didn't want to take them anymore. So I stopped, and that was the end of that. I just became more confident, being more involved in classes and clubs. I became more outgoing. I was developing my own morals on life, on society, on work ethic. I began trying to dress appropriately and getting a haircut regularly, because looking presentable is something that you should want to do. Let's just say it took me a while to realize that. I quit being less sensitive and I stopped thinking too much because honestly, I was thinking myself out of happiness. I used to be ashamed I grew up without a father, and I used his absence as an excuse for all my flaws rather than do something to fix them. I began working harder in everything I do, in school, in my art, in myself in general. I overcame growing up without a father. I'm now in my senior year of high school with great friends who inspire and support me every day. One of which even inspired me to be more creative in this video. I'm also helped by teachers who support me. I plan on majoring in nursing at Northwestern State University. I plan on living a healthy lifestyle and becoming a father and a good husband with good morals and of good value. Today, as I'm making this, I hope my father would be proud of the person I'm becoming. And I hope he'd be proud of the person I want to be. Thank you.